everybody. So, for this one, we are going to take you through the Magical Labyrinth. So, there are two ways to go about this. Well, of course, after you unlock it, it will be in my strategy guide on how to unlock it, but it is in Portland, in the north section. So, once you've unlocked it, you come into a room like this. I'm in the server 1 right now. It's very busy. Usually I'm at server 33, where the English community is at. So, from here, talk to Dorothy here, or if you use the magic key, you can opt to be matched up with random NPCs or random players, which can be nice at times because most random players will tend to use their own cards and coins. Then you can mooch off of them, or maybe you can donate some to just to be nice. Maybe throw like a mini metal slime coin or card or something. Otherwise, though, yeah, you use this magic key for that once you have it. Or you go to Dorothy here, and you can bring in your own team. There's also a selection to use a Metal Labyrinth ticket or a Friend Metal Labyrinth ticket. Friend Metal Labyrinth tickets seem to be much more rare. I've only ever gotten two, and I got them both from the Weddy port town swimming there. So now we're in the Magic Labyrinth. You can either traverse it normally, where you will be going through a series of rooms, fighting against enemies to unlock the next area. And sometimes you might even get a rare encounter room that has like slimes in it, or even Torneko. If anybody remembers him, the famous Dragon Quest merchant, Torneko, his name is called. Alternatively, you go to this statue here. Every room is going to be different. It's going to be one of the 5 races. It'll look different. Right now, we've got the elf. And from here, you can actually donate one of these cards or coins, okay, to fight the selected boss. So we're going to go with the Pazuzu card. So now, instead of having to go through a bunch of rooms, we're just going to go through one room, which sometimes could have Torrento in it, but very often it's just going to be an empty room with 2 chests. It's going to have magic water and single files. Nice to have, really. I mean, magic water and single files are relatively cheap. They're like 10 gold per single files. Magic waters tend to be around maybe 30 to 80 gold each. But it's always nice to have a good stock up because, I mean, when you're on your long adventures, you don't have an armamentalist to fall back on to get extra MP on your monster. Okay, it's nice to be able to just throw MP on your NPCs when needed, so you're not constantly rushing back to the inn. He's only got a few files this time. But this is the main way to get a bunch of different kinds of jewelries and accessories. Mainly the non-card or non-Ankh/brooch ones. This is basically everything else. Belts too, but the best belts seem to come from the Royal Maze and the Demon God Tower place. So here we are fighting Pazuzu. Normally, I don't bring my monster into these, since these are weak bosses compared to our level until Incarnation 6. I mean, he's adequate enough to be able to take these other us. Yeah, thankfully he's smart enough to get out of the spell. it's hard for this level. Nothing can be done about that there. Demon Sword Masters actually have less defense than Paladins and Warriors from what I saw. But in exchange, they got far higher offense than both of those two. Plus, it doesn't help that I don't have anybody to put buff spells on. Normally, I would have an Armamentalist or a Superstar or an Item Master, which can cast additional buffs. So we defeat it. Sometimes they'll drop a chest. I could have random materials, Angel Jewel, sometimes even an actual jewel. This will give us a bar. Decent change there. Now, since I already done a run before, every day it resets about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But a purple chest will come up for the first boss or clear you do, and that will have 3 lottery tickets. Otherwise, you get the chest with an accessory or shards of an accessory for it. See, I got lucky here. Got an actual full ring. A lot of players will use up their cards just to get accessories, to then try to grind up their synthesizer, up some levels, or if they, or they'll just put it down to shards to use for later, since it does take up quite a bit of inventory space. Alternatively, for coins, a lot of players may use coins for, again, the same reasons for using cards, or they'll sell the coins in the market for some gold. And you typically will find coins going all about the place, from boards, treasure chests, etc. And that's Magical Labyrinth. So here's what I'll do next. Now, I'm going to use Magic Key. See if I can group with anybody. So now it's looking for members. Either no one's really doing it within my level range, or I'm just getting unlucky. But I was able to a little while back. Alright, guess not today. But normally, most will just go with their own NPCs, or they'll go with friends and people they trust. For certain bosses, going with friends is a must. One example is Baramos. Baramos has a instant kill attack that no matter how much defense and HP you have, unless you're a paladin, alright, that attack will do over 1,000 damage no matter what. Paladins and I think anybody with a shield really has an ability to block one attack completely, basically negating it. But otherwise, Baramos will use that attack, and he will either have wind up or he'll just use it instantly, and it covers a wide area. So for bosses like him, you definitely want like a healer, maybe another range class, always staying at range for him. So the event that he does do the instant version of that attack, you'll be able to just quickly revive the melee or anybody who got caught in. But otherwise, most bosses can be done with the support party, depending on what locations you're using. Ideally, I myself am probably going to start raising equipment for Superstar, since they got healing and excellent CC ability that relies on their charm stat. So I may go ahead and start raising that eventually, just so I have it, and then I can just, for my party, have somebody support AI be the paladin, so that way I can regulate and control how the fight goes. But yeah, that's my tutorial bit on Magic Maze. You guys look forward to more gameplay.